gets cut off from the beginning. Yes. So, okay. So, here is what's going on. First off, long time no see. I think not super long time. I think the last time I chatted was end of June, and now it's end of July. Yes. But still, 1 month is both a long and short time. And so, I'm just here to update about things, but also I cannot leave this position. So if you're wondering why I'm not in the center, because I don't want to reveal what's in my house. So anyways, but I was trying to find other locations that could be better to live stream, but I'm so tired. And so when I found this spot, but I have to be not in the center, I'm like, it's okay. This will hopefully be quick. Hopefully. So first off, today is July 31st, 2026. Right now in Korea is 10 p.m. exactly. And so I just want to update about what happened. Girl, Lou, long time no see, and I keep forgetting. I have to change the language. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Okay, but I will try to. Yes. Okay. So auto translate is not bad. But yeah, Lulu, hello, and she asked me how was the move, girl. Thank you for watching my past live streams, and you know what things I updated about last time, and so now I'm here to update. Yeah, what happened? So first off, July, this whole month of July. And oh, you're not. Wow. So where Lulu is, it's 9 a.m. and working from home. But girl, you should not be YouTubing while working. Isn't but hey, if they're not strict about it, and like they don't know what you're doing working from home, it's all good then. Okay, but Lulu, I welcome your updates anytime if you want to. So first, let me explain what happened to me this month for the past 31 days. Even today, I went through a crazy time, and so I have a lot of stories, but I still hope I can be brief about this. So first, beginning of July, I didn't move yet. So beginning of July, I had to get my health checkup. And so, it's just routine. Yeah, just routine because I want to make sure I'm healthy and preventing things, catching it before it gets worse. And so I'm very, what's the word? I'm very diligent about that. And so earlier this month of July, I decided that it was time for me to do things that people don't like to do, but I wanted to do it because I'm like, better early than late. And so I got my stomach, inside my stomach checked and inside my colon checked. So it is not fun. Of course not. Who enjoys having their insides, and all the things you have to do? So if anyone wants to know details, if you do, not gross details, of course not. But if by chance, you want to know how it works and my experience, if you want to know the story, let me know, but I will be brief about it because surely there are some people who are not curious about it. So anyways, I got my stomach checked and my colon checked, and I did other health checkups too. And so thankfully I'm okay. But I know I'm still young. Even my doctor said that you're still young, so it's not surprising. You're over okay. But there was some concern about my stomach. Nothing serious, but they did a biopsy, something from my stomach, and it was all okay. And so I got advice from my doctor on like how to maintain, healthy stuff and making sure everything goes okay. And then a few years from now, I'll get it all checked up again to make sure it's still okay. And so anyways, so that was my first time getting my stomach and colon checked. And so I'm glad everything is fine, but still, I like to have this knowledge that I'm glad it's okay now, but I have to maintain it to make sure there's no issues with it in the future, right? And so yeah, I'm just always what do I usually so I always promote good health, always, always do your best to maintain good health and get checkups and doing the proper things to stay healthy. But I know it's not easy, of course it's not. And so it's never easy, but that's why it's just so important. Okay, our health is so important. And so anyways, because of all those checkups early July, I was like, but I had to do it, okay? And also, I wanted to do it before moving. And so I'm just like, I want to get over with quickly. And so I had to deal with that early July. But I'm glad in the end I'm okay and I don't have to worry about anything. But the biggest thing is just maintaining and, the difficulty of maintaining health. And so after I finished all that, then it was like a week. A week or 2 weeks. Week later, I have to go move into my new house. Yes. So during that 1 to 2 weeks, I had to prepare as much as I can to get things out of my house and like organize stuff. But it was ridiculous. But I managed to do okay. But if you guys notice, I said before, I need to have a big sale of all the stuff that's in my house. And so I was hoping to do that before moving, but of course it didn't happen. You guys haven't seen me post anything, right? And so yeah, of course it didn't happen, but I still plan to do that. I don't know when, but I really have to do the sale of all the things in my house as soon as possible. So just don't expect it anytime soon, but I'm trying to do it soon, but I really don't want to make promises anymore because I really was trying to do it before moving, but what can we do? So anyways, so I sadly could not do that, and so moving to my new house with all my stuff was really, really, it was really, really hard, but I did it. I didn't do it alone. Of course, I had people help me, but still, it was tough, and in the end, it all went okay. I mean, there were other things I had to deal with while moving and having to, because there's things you have to do moving into the new house, but then also things you have to do moving out of your old house. And so it was just a lot to deal with, but thankfully it's all done. So it's all done. And here is my new house, of course. And so I can never give you a tour of my house, but everything here, it's been okay. So my new house, I do like it more than my old house. I do, but it has some issues that I sadly do not enjoy. But it's not huge issues, but these issues I never had in my old house. So it's a little bit, I'm in a new house, but I sadly have this issue. But there are lots of good things about this house that I like more than my old house. So, you can never have everything perfect, right? And so this issue I'm having in this current new house, I'm hoping I can resolve it. And so it's sadly just a slow process of resolving it, but I'm optimistic it will eventually get better. It's not a permanent issue for sure. So but it's just annoying. It's annoying because it's taking a very long time. But it's okay. All right, it's okay. And so the bright side, I still like this new house more than my old house. So that's to say on that. And yeah, so let's just hope I can finally live here issue free soon, hopefully. Okay. So I move in, and it's like mid-July now, right? So mid-July, I'm all done moving. And now, here's the thing. Any of my Monsta X Wonho fans out there, Gihyun released his solo album July 7. Wonho released his solo album July 21. So we got double albums in the same month. And I'm like, this is my very, exhausting month, and 2 albums are coming out. And so I'm like, okay, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. So thankfully July 7 and July 21, those are not big days for me. So I cannot say exactly my schedule of what I did this July, but thankfully those comeback days were not huge days for me. but still, they were in the middle of all of my exhausting stuff I was dealing with, you know? But but it's okay. It's okay. So I dealt with it, and I'm like, I even if I wasn't busy, like, and exhausted, I still don't think I would have been able to go see their music shows anyway. I really don't think so. So let me talk about that later. And so for Gion's album and Wano's album, I just supported it just from my home. I did not go anywhere to go see them. Yeah, just my old K-pop fangirl life, where I would do my best to go see their music shows and other things to support their comeback. But this time, because July was just too much going on, so I had to, just be a what do we call that? Just be at home K-pop fan. I'm sure there's a better word for it, but I basically did not actively go out or do anything out there for their comeback. So yeah, but I'll talk about that later. So yeah, so we had two comebacks this month, and I was like, okay. And so after dealing with those comebacks, then of course my work life does not stop, right? Of course not. And so I was very fortunate, though, that when I had to go out to do some work, it wasn't during any big day either. So I got very lucky that my schedule worked out for me. But basically, after I moved into my new house, I was nonstop working for like a week, I think. So I'm like, okay, I'm glad, I'm done with all the moving. But then it was just nonstop working for quite a while. And so I did that. And then finally, once all that work was pretty much over, of like just being nonstop, then I'm like, okay, finally everything, I think, is settling down. But I'm still working every so often, of course, but at least that busy time is now over. And so now here we are, July 31st. In about 2 hours, in my current time zone, it will be August 1st. It's time is always fleeting, and yeah, but that's a quick yeah. And also, I can't talk well because I'm so tired, so please understand my situation right now. So that's not my whole update about July. I still have some, but they're not super important, of the things I have left to talk about. So what I mean is that I've said the main updates. That's what I mean to say. I have spoken about the main updates for July, and then I'll talk about the smaller ones in 1 second. All right. So Lulu, she asks me, is it true that Korean movies totally pack and unpack? Oh, sorry, movies. See, I'm losing it, guys. I'm so sorry. I need to read more carefully. Okay, so Lulu asks me, is it true that Korean movers totally pack and unpack too? Yes, Lulu. So I don't know how often Korean people move, but there's millions of people here. Surely they have good business, right? But I do wonder, do people really move that often? But anyways, I'm one of them, right? So I'm moving to my new house, but thankfully I did not have to hire someone to help me. That's really, really lucky. I did use them before, a couple years ago. I can't remember why. I cause I can't remember why, but I hired someone to just help me carry the things. So I did all the packing all by myself. So I just hired these people to just come and they carry it into the moving vehicle, and then they drive it all to my new house, and then they just carry it into my new house, but they do not pack or unpack for me. I did not want to pay for that service because I could do it myself, right? And also, I don't want people to touch my stuff anyway. So for me, I did not want that service, but that service does exist, of course, that they would pack and unpack for you if you want to pay for it. But yeah, I do not need that. And so yeah, I did that a couple years back. I can't remember why, but I'm sure because I needed their help. Okay, but anyways, this time moving, I had my own people that helped me, so I didn't have to hire. But still, I paid for their food. I mean, because they're people I know. Okay, so the people I know, I paid for their food, and like I'm like, thanks for helping me. And so I thankfully had people that can help me, and I didn't have to pay for a service, and it was all okay. Yeah, but Korean moving companies here, they definitely take it seriously. I don't know how they do it in other countries. I mean, when I was moving to places within California, I never moved to a different state. So within California, when I was moving, we just did it all by ourselves. So I think in USA, usually we do it all by ourselves, right? Right? I think so, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but if you guys have companies in your country, let me know. I don't know anything about that. Excuse me. Welcome, welcome new person. So this person writes to me in Korean. Wano? Yeah, yeah. So do you know Wano, the singer? But also, are you Korean? But I'm gonna stick to speaking in English because usually the people here don't know Korean. So anyways, yeah, I am a fan of Wano, the Korean singer. Yeah. Lulu says, OMG, I know. She said OMG during back-to-back comebacks. I know, right? Of course my K-pop singers would do this to me, right? Of course they would. So like out of any month, you pick my busiest month, right? But here's the thing. As you guys know, I like the number 7 because I always will miss the 7-member group of Monster X. So I did find it kind of significant that Gihyun releases his album on July 7. I'm like, okay. And then Wano releases in July too, but like 21, whatever. It doesn't matter, but still it's in July. And his album has 7 songs in it. I'm like, that's nice. Gihyun's album, did it have 7 songs too? I think it did. I think it did. So I was just like, oh, that's touching. But I don't know if it was on purpose. Of course not. We don't know, right? But I still always believe, like I should rephrase that. I find it hard to believe that Wano is not friends with the Monster X guys, or like the Monster X guys, they don't like Wano. I find that hard to believe if they're not friends, even after he left Monster X. So, you know, I just wonder if they have plans in the future with Wano after who knows when. I don't know. It's been years now, right? Of Wano and Monster X, they never interact with each other, even though they're in the same company, right? So you guys know, how annoyed I am about that. But right now, IM is in the military, as we know. He will finish his military next year in August, I believe. So after he comes back, are there any plans? I don't know. So IM's situation is very interesting because he's the only one who's not in Starship, but he still kind of works for Starship. So I don't know the details of how exactly that works. But he used to be signed with Sony Music, but then right before enlisting, he left Sony Music, which is understandable. Like if you're going to the military for quite a while, right? And so he's now living as a regular person in the military. It must be very interesting for him, right? And so I just wonder when he comes back, what's he gonna do? Or what is MX and everyone? What are they gonna do? I don't know. But next year is 2027. I don't know if there's any that's too coincidental, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, hey, it's 2027. I don't know. But I find it hard to believe we're almost gonna be 2027, and then before we know it, it's gonna be 2030, and I can't fathom it. Okay, so anyways, everyone enjoy your days every single day, because time is too fast, as always. Okay. I need to stop tangents, but I'll do my best. Okay. Okay, so Lulu says, did you get the conveyor that lifts everything through your balcony? That's so cool. I've seen it happen to other people, but I personally do not need to do that. Yeah. So if I needed to do that, yeah, then I would need to hire someone to help me with that. But thankfully for this move, I didn't have to use things like that. So thankfully I was able to save a lot of money with this move. and not have to pay for extra service like that. So yeah, but I know Korea's like really cool with their inventions and stuff, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Joey, what's up, Joey? Thank you for telling me it's you because you changed your username. Hi, Joey. Long time no see. Joey, I still haven't responded to your message. I'm a terrible person. I'm so sorry. I forget it, and then when I talk to you here, then I remember it. I'm so sorry. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. There's other people I still need to respond to as well. I'm so sorry. But it's like, I prioritize responding to people about work, so I always prioritize those. So I always get rid of those first. And then my personal messages from, what do I mean by that? Then I go into personal messages, but I do it with priority. Of course, like this person needs my response now, or this person I can respond later. So I go through that priority, but then eventually, of course, I forget. I'm so sorry. Okay, anyways, people who are still waiting for me, I'm so sorry. I'll hopefully get to it soon. All right. But Joey, how are you? Just let me know here. How are you doing, buddy? Lulu says the Asian movers are above and beyond. Right. There's a lot of things Koreans have invented, or do things very efficiently that they do really well at. And so I'm like, yeah, but I don't know about other countries, but Korea, I'm always impressed with, like, yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. Lou says, I had been in an intense work project at the beginning of Gion's comeback, and then but she's glad that it wrapped up now. That's good to hear. And wrapped up before 1-0's comeback. Wow. So you too, buddy, had a rough hardworking July. Yeah, I feel you. And so good timing, right in time for 1-0's comeback. And so we'll talk about the songs in 1 second. Joey says, our lovely MX guys loving us so much with all these comebacks. Of course. So even though I is in the military, but the other 6 guys and 1-0 included, they are, yes, they're working hard, and of course entertaining us, right? And so yeah, I saw that Juhan is doing a lot of his own things, right? And so good for him. Of course he should be doing things like that, and so that's really nice to see him do that. And then I can't remember, did we talk about it, but it happened in May. Most likely I didn't talk about it. I'll talk about it here then. But in May, Shonu Hyungwon dropped their second unit album, and so maybe I should talk about. Cause I don't think I talked about it. Yeah. But did I talk about other things? Like, okay, they released in May. Did they release any other music? Or no? And then Juhan's solo album in January. So yeah, I don't think I've talked about any of them. Okay, so that's all that happened so far, right? Juhan solo. Yeah, nothing. No, yeah. February, March, April, May. Yeah, and then Shonu Hyungwon, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Okay. So hold on. Okay. But if I'm wrong, tell me, guys. But I feel pretty sure that that's all the comebacks for this year. Okay. Lulu says, as much as you think you're out of Monbebe life, it catches up with you and runs you down in a good way. Sure. And then Lulu says they are totally hanging out in dark park. I don't know if you're meant to be funny, but imagining it makes me laugh. So she said they are totally hanging out in dark parks late at night. I'm sure. Usually if you're dating someone, they would do that. So, but they're not dating. But yeah. So I'm sure, yeah, they are hanging out in secret places, let's call it that way, but not doing anything weird, of course not. But I don't think it's a coincidence that no one has seen them in public hanging out, right? I don't think that's like, they of course would not publicly show themselves like that, and so they would do it secretly, of course. And so yeah, dark parks is one of them. But surely they don't do it too creepy. Okay, I don't want to believe they're doing it creepily. But of course, there's a lot of things, in your own house is a private, place that you could hang out at each other's houses as well. So yeah, just I really find it hard to believe if they are not still friends. Yeah, so okay. Okay, Joey says totally impossible that they aren't friends. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, but I don't want to say such a what I mean. I'm so sorry. I'm losing my speaking. Yeah, so I say it carefully. I find it hard to believe, but I do not say something is 100%, you know? So just FYI why I speak like that. Yeah, and then Joey says highly doubted. Yeah. So we always have suspicion, of course. I cannot say I know exactly what they're doing, right? But I just find it very hard to believe if they're still not friends, you know? So, okay. And Lulu agrees, and then Joey says, "Wait, you finally moved?" Yes, I did. I did. So in the middle of July was when I moved into my new house, and you know, I'm still exhausted. I'm still exhausted, but I'm glad it's finally done now. Yeah. And so thank you for the congrats. Thanks. I don't know you, but welcome. Unless if I do know you, let me know. And so this person says, my voice is so nice, and you're a new person. Hello. So when I did YouTube live stream like this a couple years back, I rarely would see new people. And so when I started doing YouTube streams more often these days, now I'm seeing a lot more new people. So I'm thinking if YouTube like changed something where new people can find me easily. If I don't know, but it's very surprising to me that yeah, this new thing. And so anyways, welcome new buddy, and I will try to get used to it that it's common to see new people now. And anyways, you are very, very kind to say that I have a nice voice. Wow. I don't know if I ever hear compliments like that. So that's very thank you. It's very, very nice compliment. And so Lulu says, yes, Shawnu Hyungwon dropped. And why? What girl? Okay. Lulu is a Hyungwon bias fan. And she says here she did not buy the album yet. What happened, girlfriend? What's going on, girlfriend? What's going on? Okay. And then she says she'll go to her local store and get a copy this weekend. That's hilarious. You wait until now. But I'm sure you have your reasons. Okay, I'm sure you have your reasons, but I find that very, very shocking. Okay. Joey says you have quite some number of viewers right now. I don't know. So it's yeah, but I will not let it get to me, because as you guys remember, there are some people who show up and they're not very nice, right? And so you know, but I'll deal with it appropriately. But I would appreciate you know, there's no need to not be nice. So I'm like wondering why would people do that? But we have to, you know, don't, you know, we'll deal with it if it happens. But anyways, let me continue my updates now. I finished the major updates and chatting a little, and so now let's talk about the comebacks of Monsta X and Wano, because they definitely been doing a lot this year. So first, let's go back in time to January, right when is the new year. I remember it was so fast into the new year, and then announcing Jooheon's next solo album. I'm like, Jooheon. And so brief summary about me. Jooheon is one of my favorite singers, but overall MX and Wano, all of them, overall one of my favorite singers. But I do have a soft spot for Jooheon. Just I don't know how it is, but Jooheon, the songs he make really resonate with me, but also Wano, the songs he makes also affects me too. So yeah, so I definitely have the biggest soft spot for them too, because their songs really affect me. And so of course I'm very excited for Jooheon's next solo album. And so once it was released and I'm listening to all the songs, it's okay. but let me say my review as let me just say it as best as possible. But of course I'm gonna be honest about it, but I'll say it carefully. So his first solo album, Freedom, the title song is Freedom. I was blown away. It's just it's I was so proud of him. Like, he is just like, I'm glad that he, for his first solo title song, with such an amazing song. And so I'm like, amazing. But I was thinking, your next solo album, there's no way you can top this, but it's okay. I still believe in you. But I had to expect, how could he top Freedom? Freedom is just such a good song, all right? And so going into his next solo album, I just kept my expectation low. I should not expect the same level as Freedom or higher. And so I just did not expect that. And so his title song is called Sting. Am I correct? My memory is so bad right now. So if I'm wrong, please correct me. So it's called Sting. And I thought it was very creative because it says featuring Muhammad Ali, and is taking his quote. What's the quote? The 1 second. What's the quote? Something. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna something like a butterfly but sting like a bee. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Okay. Fly like a butterfly and sting like a bee? Please correct me. Anyways, I'm sorry. My memory is so bad right now. So I thought it was very creative and using Muhammad Ali's quote, and it suits Juhan. His animal is the bee, but not only the bee, is also the tiger. But his from the beginning of Monster X, his animal was the bee, and so it's still a bee, and yeah, and so it just really represents him, right? And so I just was like, it's definitely a song that represents him, and it's not an amazing song like Freedom, but it's okay. It's okay. It's not a bad song at all, but it's not a song that I would enjoy hearing for a long time. So I was okay for like a couple listens, but after a while I'm like, I'm good. And so yeah, that's just overall how I feel about it, but it's still fine. The title song, it represents him, and I think that's really good, and he's still good at making songs. Yeah, but it doesn't have to suit my taste, you know? So that's the only criticism. It's just not my taste. That's it, you know? That's not a big deal. But I remember there was another song in the album that I would say is my favorite song, but it wasn't like amazing. It wasn't amazing, but that song I felt like was my favorite song, but of course, I cannot remember what was the title. But I think what was the title? But it was like one of his slower songs. Yeah, I usually like slower songs more. So yeah, it was one of his slower songs. Anyways, if someone can like write to me his songs in the album, if you don't mind to tell me, and then I can let you know what was my favorite song. Okay. But okay. So anyways, yeah. So, but then the other songs in the album, I can't clearly remember. I know he had that song with Ray from IVE. It was okay, but it's not Push. Right. It's an okay song, but yeah, it's not my cup of tea. Yeah, but overall, yeah, I just it's not my cup of tea, but I acknowledge that Juhan made a solid album. That's just not my cup of tea, and that's it. Yeah. That's it. Okay, so let me read the comments if hopefully you guys can help me refresh my memory. Lulu says, Hyungwon finally reunites with Junghan. Oh, I saw the news that Junghan from 17, he's out of the military now, and he is shown unshelling shrimp and feeding him. and Lulu says she's so jealous. They're so romantic, but good for them. Good for them. That's very, very cute though. So now that Junghan finished his military service and they're having, you know, romantic time together, very, very good. It's very good for them. Joey says, is this an MX mid-year recap? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I intended it only about my life, but MX is kind of part of my life. And so yeah, but also, if you guys remember, I like a new Chinese celebrity. So I'll talk about him later too. But first, let me talk about MX and 10 first, and then just get ready. I need to talk about him later too. Lulu says, we are all fake Jubibas. That's right. We're not fake. We're legit, but he's not our bias, okay? We legit love him. Of course, okay? Okay, but he's just not our biases, yeah. Okay, yeah, Freedom was so great, and then Sting was good. Yeah, I get you, but yeah, Freedom, I can't imagine he can never make a song better than Freedom. No, I believe in him. I'm not gonna say never, okay? I believe in him, but Freedom is really just just amazing. It's just really what an amazing song he made. Thank you, Lulu. Float like a butterfly. That's right. Because, you know, Muhammad Ali as the boxer, float like a butterfly, but sting like a bee. What a great quote, right? And so I'm not surprised that Jooheon loves that quote too, and he wanted to make it his title song. And so I totally appreciate that. He's so creative, and it's just not my cup of tea, but it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. But I still acknowledge, you know, it was a great inspirational, like he got inspired, I mean, and making that song. Good for him, yeah. Love Touch the Sky. Is that the song I like? I don't think so. Is it? I can't remember a song called Touch the Sky. Okay, so the thing is, my iPad is right there. I could just take it and I could find it, but the thing is, I said this earlier in this live stream, I cannot move from this spot because I do not want to expose this side of my house. So okay, but the thing is, I guess I could cover, right? Okay, hold on. I think I could do that. Okay, hold on. Can I do that? Okay, 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Did you see that? That was a coincidence. Okay, 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Oh, 1 second. I need to. Okay, 1 second. Okay. But I don't know if you guys saw that, but I was using a Gion album to cover. Okay, so, and why do I have a Gion album here? Just you don't need to ask. So anyways, so let me go look up his album. So 1 second. Okay, Honey. Okay. Where is your album, buddy? Okay. Okay. So yeah, the album name was Insanity. I forgot about that. But yeah, I also felt like it's just, again, it represents him. And then the Chinese character of that, Guang, in Chinese it means light, right? And so how fitting, because his first album was called Light. But Guang, when you say that in Korean though, I think it means like kind of crazy or something. And so that's why it's called Insanity. Did you guys know that? But I hope Jooheon explained it. but yeah, so that's a very creative title too. And so I really appreciate, he's just such a creative guy, right? Okay, so that's right. The first song of the album is called Guang. That's right. And so it's yeah, so I already explained what it means. And so I think I was okay with that song. I remember it was okay. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I remember that song was okay. Fear, the next song is called Fear. I'm pretty sure that was okay too. Yeah, but I can't say, you know, I was a big fan, but I remember I didn't hate it. So yeah, I was okay with that song. And then the title song, Sting, we already talked about. And then Push featuring Ray of Ive. It's just okay, but it's definitely not something I would want to listen again. So yeah. Bite. I forgot the song Bite. I forgot. I can't remember it. So most likely I did not like it. Most likely. So okay. But then the next song, Touch the Sky, which was featuring Tiger JK, which is very impressive. Tiger JK is a big deal in Korea. I don't know abroad, but I was very impressed that he was able to do the song with Tiger JK. And so that song was okay. I remember it was okay. That's all I could say. I just remember it was okay. But the last song, that song is my favorite song. No Brain, No Pain. Very interesting title, right? And I just remember, out of all the songs, No Brain, No Pain was my favorite. But it does not beat Freedom. It does not beat the other song he made. But only in this album, No Brain, No Pain was my favorite. And this is also 7 songs. He put in 7 songs in this album. Okay, anyways. Okay, so let me finish the comments before I talk about the other albums. Oh my gosh, my battery. I didn't think I would Okay. Okay. I'm just thinking to myself. Okay. So this person says, can you please say hi to you? Sure. Yeah. Hi and welcome. Okay. Yeah. Hello. Okay. And then Lulu says he also wrote Do What I Want. That's right. Do What I Want, which was a pre-release. Yeah. And Better Than Heal. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I Do What I Want is not a bad song. I'm okay with Heal. But I liked the other songs better from MX English album. Yeah. But anyways, I get you. Oh, girl, you wrote the song titles here already. I thought no one was writing it, but you're so kind. Thank you for doing that. But yeah, no worries. Now that I have my iPad here, I can check the other albums a lot easier. But anyways, thank you, Joey. You're too kind. Thank you so much. And you like Push, to each their own. I think I've said this before, that my taste in music is very particular, right? And so I definitely don't what's the word? I don't believe many people have the same taste in music as me, and that's okay. So I accept that. And so it's all good. Everyone enjoy the songs that you like. And yeah, and so there's no, what's the word? No need to, yeah, it's just all personal preference in the end of the day. And so that's what my review is. That's all it is. Yeah. You're okay. So I am not a fan of people who are just saying weird things. So everyone, let's just, okay. Even the line, I'm the greatest, was one of Muhammad Ali's. Yeah. Isn't Jooheon so creative? He's so creative. Yeah. And taking lines like that. Yeah. Touch the Sky was an awesome collab with Tiger JK. I agree. I'm really proud of him to get that collab, even though I'm not a huge fan of the song. But it's all good. Yeah. And so, hello. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, and then Lulu says, No Brain, No Pain. He sounded like Woods in that song. I didn't even think about that. But I am a fan of Woods. I didn't even think about that. But that's cool. That's cool if you feel the similarity in that. Very cool. All right, so we need to move on. And I'm a little bit worried about my battery. I'm a little bit worried. So I'm going to go through all the remaining albums as quickly as I can. Okay, so the next one is Shonu Hyungwon, Love Me album. Okay, there it is. All right, so I believe this was a short album. No, it wasn't. Oh my gosh, it's also 7 songs. Okay, guys. Are they? This should not be a coincidence at this point. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm aware of their past albums years ago. I always found it interesting. It would have like 3 songs, 5 songs, 6 songs, and I'm just like, okay. And so I was always curious, like, I wonder, would they ever do an album with 7 songs? I just have that in the back of my mind because it's not impossible, but I realize, for the past couple of albums, we've never seen 7 songs in an album. So Jooheon was the first one of this year, and now Shonu Hyungwon as well. 7 songs in the album. Okay, so anyways, so it goes, Do You Love Me, Superstitious, In My Head, Breathe, Accelerator, Around and Go, Shonu solo, No Air, Hyungwon solo. Do You Love Me is an okay song. That's their title song. I'm okay with it. I like their previous title more, but I Love Me a Little. Oh, Hyungwon made that song, but Do You Love Me, he did not make this song. Yeah, but I'm not biased to Hyungwon. I do like Hyungwon's songs that he make, but I'm speaking just of my song preference. I like Love Me a Little more than Do You Love Me. But it's not a bad song. It's just not just not for me. And the other songs, none of them stick in my memory, but also these were not songs that I wanted to keep listening to. So I feel pretty sure I wasn't a big fan of the other songs. I was okay with their solo songs. I first heard them at their concert. Yeah, they're okay, but still nothing that makes me want to keep listening to them. So it's just very unfortunate. It's just not my preference. Very unfortunate, right? But it was still not bad. I'm so sorry. I need to breathe. It's not bad, not bad. Just not my cup of tea. But I appreciate as well 7 songs in the album. Very interesting. So now the next one is now Gihyun. So let's go see Gihyun's album. And as you guys know, he's my favorite member of Monsta X, but I don't have to like everything about him. So I just want to give a, you know. Okay, so anyways, so his album is called Borderline, and I thought it was an interesting title for the album, but you know, I wanted to wait until I listened to it. And so his album as well, 7 songs. At this point, I don't think this is a coincidence. This feels like on purpose, so that's interesting. And so anyways, the first song is called Borderline. I'm okay with it. But it's still okay. So let me go overall. And so good is his title song. It's so different, no pun intended, but it is so different from his past title songs. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, I always want to hear him sing slower songs or more emotional songs. I do prefer that from him. But so good. It's just not my cup of tea. So sad to say this all the time, but it's sadly it's just not my cup of tea. But it's not a bad song. So I keep saying that. And I think that's the theme of all their albums. Yeah, it's not bad, just not for me. Yeah, but I appreciate hearing Gihyun's singing. He's an amazing singer. But I acknowledge that his singing style in general has never been my cup of tea, but I just acknowledge that he is so talented at singing, and I really like to see how talented he is. Yeah. So, but the songs, yeah, just not my cup of tea. But I'm so picky. The more I think about it, I'm very picky when it comes to music, right? And so I've always said this from the beginning. I'm a huge Monsta X and 1O fan, right? But they don't make music that suits my taste all the time. It's like, it doesn't feel very common. And so I've always said that in the past, and it's still the same even right now, and that's okay. You know, that's okay. So I've always acknowledged that I like these guys for who they are more than who they are as singers. Yeah. So yeah, but because I like them for who they are, that's why I'm still their fan, even though I'm not really into their music, right? So yeah, so just always keep that in mind of how I am as their fan. So the next song on Gihyun's album, Steal Air, I think it was okay. I think so. Again, these were songs I wasn't listening on repeat because I was just like, you know, it's just okay, but not something I wanted to keep listening to. So I believe that was okay. Domino, I believe it was okay. I believe so. It was just okay. Lazy Day, I don't think I liked it. I don't think so. It was just okay. But yeah, but it's more leaning towards I don't think I really liked it. Late Night Drive, I don't think I really liked it either. Yeah, but yeah, just again, I'm sorry, my taste in music is so weird. All right, so yeah, I just don't remember really liking that song. And then Howling, so I heard Howling for the first time at their concert, and then hearing it here again, I feel like Howling overall was kind of the best song in this album. I don't know if it's because I heard it already, but just hearing all the songs together and then it ends with Howling, and then I always remember, oh, Howling really is the best song in this album. But I can't say I really like it. I still like his other songs more. Rain, oh, that song Rain is so good. So I really like his song Rain. What else did I like? But I just always remember Rain is still one of my favorite songs from Gihyun. So yeah, so nothing to that level, but it's just okay. The album was just okay. And yeah, that's it. And so maybe it was a good thing I didn't go to their music shows, because I'm not really into the music, so I'd rather the person who goes to their music shows should enjoy the songs, right? And so I didn't go because of like no time, and just in general, you know, my life is so busy, but I think about it how like, I think it's better I don't go if I'm not really into the music anyway, you know? So yeah, so it's all good. And so it's just so funny this year. What's wrong with my music taste? I don't know, but keep in mind, I've always felt this way about MX songs, but it's just a little bit sad, like they're not making or releasing songs. They're not releasing songs that is like, oh, it's really my cup of tea. So that's okay. It's okay. But now let's get to 1O's album. So I'm gonna change the pace finally with 1O's album. So 1 second. Whereas okay, so 1O's album that was just released a couple like 10 days ago. Yeah, 10 days ago. So it's called Core, which I thought was a very, very interesting title of Core. And this album as well, 7 songs. It can't be a coincidence. I'm sorry. So every single album so far has had 7 songs. So if they're hinting at something, like please, like don't give me a heart attack. I hope not. But that will. But I don't think I could still go to their music shows. I don't think so. But of course I'll go see their concert as long as I'm able to. So yeah, but if they're hinting at something, just please prepare me. All right. So anyways, 7 songs. Now, 1O, I really usually I really do like the music he makes. I don't know if I could say if it suits my preference, but I feel like it really feels like him, and that's what I could say that for Juhan too. I really like that the songs feels like it's from them, and whether it suits my taste or not, I still appreciate hearing their music when it affects me like that, right? And so with 1O's album, he made all the songs in this album compared to his previous album Syndrome. He didn't write most of the songs on there, and so I was a little bit like about Syndrome, in all honesty. And so this album, he made all the songs, and I can tell it's so different from Syndrome because he making all the songs, and it just felt good that finally I feel like it's really 1O, in this album. So I was really feeling it when I was listening to it. And so the first song, Answer, it's good. It's good. I'm not crazy about it, but it's just good. I'm fine with it. Answer is just I'm fine with it. And then his title song, Don't Wake Me Up. First off, he's always doing something different, which I really appreciate. I do appreciate it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, right? But as we know from his past title songs, like Don't Wake Me Up feels like another version of his other song, Crazy, when I was talking about Crazy, not from his song. But anyways, he made a song called Crazy. Feels like this kind of thing. Or Don't Hesitate. Anyway, so this is not the first time he's made a song like this, right? And so it's kind of in that realm. But Don't Wake Me Up is really another level though, right? So it's another level, but it still suits him, and that's so impressive. So I was very intrigued of him doing this kind of new thing, but it's still him. And yeah, I'm okay with it. I like Crazy more. I like Don't Hesitate more. But this is fine. This song is fine. I like it more than his Syndrome songs. And yeah, I'm just fine with it. And he working it, so this dance is amazing. He's, I think this is, given he made the song, right? And so he wanted to do something like this. So I like knowing that this is what he wants to do, and he's working it, Yeah, so I'm just happy to see that of him. And now can't get enough. I no pun intended, but pun intended. I can't get enough of this song. I seriously can't. So this is my favorite song in the album. Can't get enough. So this is like the 1O style that I like and how he makes his songs. And also this type of song is my cup of tea. So whether, I don't know how that explains my taste in music, but this is really my cup of tea of this kind of song. And so I'm like, 1O, I'm glad you make a song that's my cup of tea. And so he has made many songs in the past that's my cup of tea. And so it's just nice to see the consistency that he can still make songs that suits me. So can't get enough. I really like that song. Can't get enough of it either. But it's not my all-time favorite song. My all-time favorite Wano song, which always hurts me, is No Reason. But that's the song from an MX album. So it's you know, and they never will sing it again, you know, so that's why it hurts me, because we're never gonna see them perform that song again. But that is always, to this day, my favorite Wano song is No Reason. Anyways, but Can't Get Enough is high up there of what I like in a song. Summer Blue is not bad. Not bad. That's all I can say. It's not bad, but I don't dislike it. It's just not bad. Down would be my second favorite song. It's good, right? It's good. It's not, I'm not crazy about it. But that would be my number 2 song. I like Down. And yeah, and it suits my taste, but not really at the same time. That's why I'm like very weird about it, but it's I like it. I like it. Yeah, it's just number 2. Okay. Test Drive is okay. It's just okay, but I don't hate it. But I don't have much feelings about it. And Promises featuring Brother Sue. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I'm a huge fan of Brother Sue. He usually makes songs that I really like. So Brother Sue, I don't know what it is about his song making, but it really suits my taste in music. And so that's why I've always been a fan of his. And so it's so touching to see Wano make a song with brothers. No, like have him feature in a song for the first time. As far as I know, this is the first time Brother Sue ever featured in a song. And so, yeah, so I thought that was very nice to see that. And so Promises, it's an okay song, you know, even though I love Brother Sue and I love 102. But the song is just okay, you know. Maybe that would be my number 3. Maybe, no. I like Don't Wake Me Up and Answer 2. No, I can't choose what's my number 3, but Promises is fine. Yeah, but I don't know if I like it more than Don't Wake Me Up. I'm not sure. But I can just confidently say Can't Get Enough is number 1 and Down is number 2. Yeah. And so, yeah. Wano's music really suits my taste a lot. And I have a soft spot for him. That's it. So finally I finished all of that, and I will try to respond to you guys quickly, and then we'll end off this live stream talking about what happened to me today, and then about Tan Jian-ci, the Chinese guy I like. Okay. I'm just looking at my battery, and I'm just a little bit worried, but okay, let's go. I no more stalling. Okay, let's go. Joey's first impression with No Brain, No Pain is that it sounded like an anime intro song. Yeah, I could see that. Lulu says, only respect here, even if you don't vibe with the song. Exactly right. Thank you for understanding me. Lulu says, the title track grew on you. What's the song called again? Okay. Oh, but it's Seonu Hyungwon's title song. And the rest of the album was good. Okay, good to hear. Okay. Why am I forgetting the title song? Okay, sorry. I just can't remember the title. I'm losing my mind. Literally, I feel like it. Okay, Joey says, total respect your preference. Thank you, girlfriends. Thank you, guys. Like, yeah, we all understand each other, and that really touches me. Thank you. Lulu likes Gihyun's Steal Air. All right, yeah, it's not a bad song. I remember it's not a bad song, and so you like it. Good to know. Lazy Day is a nice jazzy song. Right. I think I mentioned this before. I'm not into jazz. But I remember talking about it because I am really likes jazz. And so I think it was in that conversation. I'm like, I'm not into jazz. so it's okay. You know, it's just preference. And so maybe that's why I'm not into Lazy Day, because I'm not a jazzy preference for some reason. Yeah. Joey says, for me, as someone who listens to different genres, I think I just have much wider preferences, which makes sense. Yeah. So she mostly appreciates every song that they do, but surely I have some of their older songs that you don't like. Got you. Yeah. I'm jealous that you have a wide range of songs that you like. I'm very picky. I do recognize that. And so, yeah, I understand you. You understand me. It's all good. Great. Joey says, I love Steal Air and Late Night Drive. Good to know. Okay, good to know. And then Lulu says, Howling was the most Gion song on the album. maybe that's why I like it. Yeah, yeah. And then next to So Good. Yeah, I get you on that. I get you on that. Right, right, right. Um, but then Gihyun's past albums, do they feel more like Gihyun? I don't know. The thing is, Gihyun's music, I feel like it's very it doesn't feel like, what do I want to say? Gihyun's solo songs, not, let's only focus on his solo songs. So overall, his solo songs, it suits his voice, that's for sure. And does it suit his atmosphere, or like how he is as a solo singer compared to how he is as a Monster X singer? I'm not sure, but I do get the sense of how it's different from how he is in Monster X. I do acknowledge that, but I don't think I clearly know what exactly he embodies as a solo singer, because he can definitely do many things because he's so talented as a singer. He can do so many things, and that's fine. Yeah, but I just don't think I can think of him as like, oh, this is like definitely him kind of feeling. It's just always like he can do anything kind of thing. You guys get me? If I don't, you don't have to understand me, but I just wanted to say that point. Lulu says core album. She loves the album, like the whole album. Okay. Proof that he is your ultimate. Got that right? And you vibe with him the most. It's total proof that's why he's your ultimate bias. Got that right? But it's really what's the word? Is it touching? Is that the word I'm looking for? But it was very nice to know, this proof, because he is your ultimate, and you vibe with his album. Awesome. So that's just very touching. Yeah, it is touching. Yeah. Joey says, I honestly haven't listened to the entire core album yet. Just do it when you have time. It's okay. No judgment. And you will do it on this weekend. Good to hear. It only came out 10 days ago. No big deal. But yeah, hope you listen to it soon and you like it. Lulu says, 101? 10 punched you in, what? Punched you into his album? What do you mean by that? Okay, yeah, clarify for me. Joey says, I want to hear Shawnoo sing Gihyun songs. Oh, Steel and Air and Late Night Drive. Yeah, I can imagine Shawnoo can do it. Yeah. Lulu says, Shawnoo singing Late Night Drive would melt her. Oh, you guys. Okay. Yeah, but very funny. And Joey says, Wano's style is more of expressing his feelings into his music. Yeah. And she's proud of it. I agree. That's right. And then Lulu says, I love Promises with Brother Sue. I'm glad you do. R&B vibe. That's right. It's the R&B vibe. I'm glad you like it. Good. And then Lulu says, reminded you of Madeline. Madeline? Brother Sue and I Am? What do you mean by that? Okay. Hello. And so you're from India. Welcome. And she asked me, where am I from? Oh, sorry. I'm assuming the gender. Sorry. So wait. So anyways, this person is from India, and it asked me, where am I from? So I am currently in the country of South Korea, but I can speak English because no, I'm a native English speaker because I was born in the United States. Okay. So the next topic. What did I do today? That's just making me so tired. So I had a crazy day today, which I didn't expect to happen, but it happened. So today I went out for work. I had to do some work, and I met so I don't want to say too many details about it. So I had a full day of doing stuff. Work was part of it, socialization was part of it. And so at the end of sorry, we're already at the end of today. And so a few hours ago, I went to a cafe, and this cafe was celebrating a celebrity's birthday, and I knew that before going in. I'm there, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm here, and I know it's this person's birthday. And so I get my drink, and like I'm all settled there, and I see there's lots of fans around me, but I don't think about it because they're celebrating his birthday. So I'm like, yeah, it's no big deal. So I'm aware, yeah, it's busy, but I'm here to just take a break and do what I need to do. And so after I get my drink and I'm settled down, a few minutes later, that celebrity comes in to the cafe. So I'm like, are you kidding me? What is going on? So I'm not his fan. I feel bad saying that, but I know him. I know him, but I'm not his fan. But I acknowledge he's a really good singer. Um, I will not say who he is for I'll explain why. But he's not super popular. I don't know if you guys, no, maybe you would know him, but he's not super popular. But he of course still has a solid fan base. So, yeah, I acknowledge he's a good singer, and I've seen him perform before. But I don't really know his personality, but he seems like a nice guy. He seems like it. So anyways, so I'm aware of him, and I know today, July 31st, if that's a hint for you guys. So today is his birthday, and I'm like, okay, all right. And so I'm in this cafe, and what are the chances the person would arrive a few minutes after I'm there? So I'm like, okay. So that's my first time ever experiencing a celebrity encounter like that. It's crazy that just happened to me a few hours ago. So because of that happening, I'm thinking I need to tell you guys, but also it's the last day of July. I've been wanting to update you guys for a while after I've moved to my new house and everything. So I plan to update you guys for a while, but because of what happened to me today, I'm like, I have to tell you guys. And also just to celebrate the end of July into August. So I have the encounter of seeing this celebrity in the same space as me. He's legit right in front of me. Like, he's not far away from me in this cafe. He legit, walks around, and he's legit right in front of me. And I'm kind of glad he doesn't talk to everyone. He talked to some fans, but he doesn't go around like saying, hi to everyone. So he never acknowledged me, which I'm glad, even though he's right in front of me. But I appreciate that he didn't acknowledge me, because I'm technically not his fan. I know you. I think you're a good singer, but yeah, I'm not your fan. So anyways, but still, I was recording it, because like, when's the next time this would ever happen to me? So I'm recording it. So I look like I'm his fan, right? But it's like, of course I have to record this. So I have it all recorded of what was going on. Yeah, but that was wild. That was wild. And so I was there the whole time when he was there doing whatever, and then he eventually left. He didn't stay for a long time. I don't want it to be like, oh, he was there for a while. No, like, he was going around, and like, and like the fans, talking to some fans, and like, he was getting the gifts from that this cafe was giving out, so he was just doing, I'm so sorry. He was just basically like, just being there to be like, oh, hey, I'm here. Thanks for celebrating my birthday. And then he just being, and taking lots of photos and selfies, all that stuff. So yeah, but that was wild. That was wild. So I can't remember if MX or Wano has done, I think they did a long time ago, but I don't think they did it recently, of visiting one of their birthday cafes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe recently, but they have done it in the past, but I feel like it's been a while. But of course things like that could happen, but what are the chances minutes after I arrive and this guy appears? And so I'm just like, if only I was your fan. I'm so sorry, but it's okay. It's okay. It was yeah, it was just crazy. So yeah, I had that experience, and now I really have to wrap up this live stream. So let me talk about someone who I am a fan of. All right, so I met someone who I'm not a fan of, but I can't say this is common in Korea. You would see celebrities. It's not common. Okay, so this is just, I weirdly have the weirdest luck. All right, I really do. And you guys already know this. I've met Monsta X guys and Wano before. I won into their fan sign before, which is not common, but I somehow won into their fan signs, right? And so I have really crazy luck. Really do. Okay, so just, but it's really not common, but I think it's cool that it's possible that this can happen to you in Korea, but don't think it will, of course, always happen. All right, so I'm just sharing that my life is crazy. All right. But of course, yeah, it's possible to happen in Korea, which is crazy. So now let's talk about a guy who I am a fan of. All right. He is sadly not in Korea, but it's okay. So I talked about it in my previous live stream of how did I become a fan of a Chinese actor singer named Tan Jian-zi, or that's tough to say if you don't know Chinese. You could also call him by his singing name or his English name. I'm not sure what to call it, but he goes by JCT. So you could call him JCT. And I go back and forth how I want to call him. I don't know. Okay, anyways, so I started liking him about 3 months ago. So it's very new, right? It's very new. I don't know how I'll like him from now on. We don't know, but after 3 months, I still like him. And the shocking thing to keep in mind, I currently like him the most, which is crazy. So I still like Monster X and Wano. As you guys know, I've been their fan for a long time. And after them, I started liking another K-pop group, which I will not tell you guys anytime soon, but I give them the code name, the K-pop group that I like. They're called Creme Brulee, my code name for them, because okay, so they're called Creme Brulee. And my favorite singer in Creme Brulee, I call him Pudding. All right, so Creme Brulee and Pudding. So I like them ever since 2 years ago. And I still like them. I couldn't say if I like them more than Monster X and Wano. It's still confusing for me, but I really do still like Creme Brulee and Pudding. Yeah, so let's just put them all in the same field. They're all K-pop singers. I like them for different reasons. And yeah, so they're in that group, all right? So now 3 months ago, I discovered this Chinese actor singer, and for some reason, I like him more than my K-pop guys, which is crazy, all right? Right? You guys acknowledge this is crazy? Yeah, even me too, all right? I never was interested in Chinese entertainment. I never felt interested in any Chinese actor or singer, all right? And so suddenly, this guy comes, I mean, not literally, but like I discover him randomly. Okay, I wasn't looking for him. I discover him out of nowhere. And now I like him more than my K-pop singers. What's going on? I don't know. So I still don't understand myself either, but it's okay. So we just have to go with the flow, right? Let's see what happens. Maybe I'll keep liking him. Maybe I'll stop liking him. We don't know. So I will update you guys every so often. How do I feel about him? But as of right now, I still like him a lot more than my K-pop singers. And it's been interesting. So I like him, but given he's in China, right? So they do things differently in China. It's not like how K-pop singers or even Korean actors do it. So I don't see his content often. He's busy doing other things, right? So he's busy at work. And he doesn't make content. He just updates on his social media every so often. He does live streams, not often, but these days he's kind of doing it often. I'll update that in 1 second. Yeah, but I'm aware that he's such a busy guy. He has brand collabs. I think it's like 20 or 25 brand collabs because he's so popular. So good for him. Okay, so he's busy with all these brands. He's working on projects as an actor, like one after another. So far, doesn't seem like he's having a break so far, but he's still acting. And now he's working on his next music album because he's also an amazing singer. So I'm just like, he's just working so hard, but I just go along with the ride as his fan. And just hopefully he takes care of himself. He seems like he does, but we don't know, right? But I hope he always, takes care of himself. And so, funnily, Tan Jian-zi, he did a live stream on a social media of China. It's called Weibo. Have you guys ever? It's very popular. So Weibo, right? So he does a live stream on there like a couple hours ago, all right, but I didn't see it. I just see fans talking about it. So he did a live stream a couple hours ago, and he said I'm done recording my new music album. I'm like, okay. So he's done recording it. And so today he was taking photos for the album. And so I'm like, okay, that's very exciting. And so I don't know if he usually updates about it, or is this common for Chinese singers to update like this, but I appreciate it. So he just finished recording the songs yesterday. And so I don't know how long it'll take to finish up all the songs, but I hope they work really fast. But no pressure, no pressure. So anyway, so he finished recording. Today he was taking photos for the album, and then he has said this a couple weeks, no, within this month. So earlier this month, Tan Jian-ci said that he is preparing for his new role. I don't know what it is, but a new movie or new drama. He said he's preparing for it, and he said that the role is going to be quite challenging, but he feels like if I go into it with courage, I think I can do it. And of course he can. Okay, so anyways, so he's really busy, right? And so I'm just like, okay, great. But I appreciate when we can see him when possible. So he does random events that's for his brand collabs. You know, it's like 25 or 30 at this point. It's really a lot. And so he does so many brand collabs, and so we see him publicly like that, and you know, doing small interviews like that, and then also from his social media like Weibo and other ones in China, I can't remember. And so yeah, but he does live stream on Weibo, but he never did it often, but now he's doing it kind of often, and it's to promote his music album. So I think that's why he's doing it, which is good. Okay, which is good. And so anyways, so I want his album to release soon, and here's why. I will, you know, given it's a Chinese album, right? And so for me to support the album, I have to buy it from China, right? So I could buy it from Korea, but I don't think it would count towards, you know, supporting him, right? So you know, that's a big deal, you know, when it comes to our favorite singers, right? And so it's a Chinese album, and the best way that I could get it is when my friend goes to China. So my friend will go to China at the end of September, I think. And so as long as it's released before end of September, my friend can get me the album from China. So I really, so you know, so now that he said he's done recording it, right? And he's taking photos, right? So we're now into August, right? So how quickly can they finish it? Does anyone know Chinese albums? How fast can they finish it? So I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll take a long time, but if it doesn't come out by mid-September, I'll be a little sad, but it's okay. Unless, do you guys have advice for me on how I can get the album you know, legit from China? No, I'm sure my friend could help me even when she's not in China, maybe. So I'm really hoping, you know, as we get updates from Tan Jian-ci, that it's you know, he's still working on it, but how quickly will it get released? I don't know. So as I mentioned, I'm a fan of him as an actor, but also as a singer. And I could talk about it forever, but I would just say it short and brief. His acting is seriously amazing. Please go see any of his dramas or movies. His acting is amazing, all right? And the first drama I've seen of him is called Lost You Forever. I finally finished the novel. But it's a lot to talk about, so I'll save that for next time. Okay, so anyways, I recommend Lost You Forever, but it's gonna like okay, so anyways, but Tan Jian-ci is a really, really good actor. And not only that, he's such an amazing singer. I can't believe it. Okay, he's an amazing actor and singer. And so Tan Jian-ci's singing is really my cup of tea. So as I was saying earlier, a lot of MX songs are not my cup of tea, right? But for some reason, I really like Tan Jian-ci singing style. I don't know how he does it, but his singing is so beautiful and it just really affects me, but of course maybe it won't affect you guys, okay? So it's only speaking for me, but his singing just really so it just makes me so emotional. And then a lot of his songs, I can't say it's really to my preference, but it's I really do enjoy listening to it. Like I could keep listening to it for a really long time, but they're not like my favorite songs of all time. But overall his songs is really my cup of tea. But I think a big factor is because I really like his voice that's singing them. If it was another singer, most likely I wouldn't like the song as much, you know? And so because I really like his singing voice and just the way that he emotes in the song as well, I'm just so you guys go ahead and listen to his music so you can understand me. But even if you don't agree with me, it's okay. But at least, you know, understand me in the sense of like, wow, so this guy singing is like, makes me emotional, you know, and you guys will hear that. Okay. Okay. So that's why I'm very excited for his new album, and whether it's my taste or not, it's okay. All right. It's going to be the first album that I experience you know, after becoming his fan, right? And so that's very exciting. And yeah, and it looks like he's very excited too. Every time he talks about it during his live stream, he looks excited, which I'm happy to see that. And so I'm ready, and I really hope before, you know, if he releases it in August, I hope so, but it's okay. It's okay. We have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. But it's I don't know. So the thing is, his birthday is October 5th. So I wonder, will he want to release it around his birthday? I don't blame him, but I'm gonna be so sad. I mean, it's cute for his birthday, but my friend won't be in China during his birthday, so it's okay. It's okay. All right, so as you guys can see, I'm very emotional about this guy. I don't know why I like him so much, but he makes me very emotional. And but I've said this before, he's the same age as me, which I think is a factor, of course, but more than being the same age as me, there's so many other things, of course, that I like about him. So more talk on that next time. All right, so I just wanted to briefly update on that, and that I still like him a lot, and that's it. So my battery is holding on okay, but we have to go, so I'm gonna quickly get through the comments, and then we're gonna go. All right, okay. Yes, so I am currently in South Korea. Yes, okay. Joey says, I think I mentioned this to you before. Gion's vocal is not really unique. I agree. But is very versatile. I agree. That he can do almost any genre he tries. I agree. And that's what's best about his talent. I agree. Yes. I responded already. Yes. Okay. Excuse me. Your earphones are dead, Joey. It's okay. You're on the bus, but why are you going home so late? Okay. It's okay. You can watch this on replay later. It's okay, buddy, but it's okay. But also get home quickly. It's quite late now. Joey says, you gotta wait, girl. Don't rush. Wait, hold on. She says, you gotta wait, girl. Don't rush. Just watch until she reads your comment. Yeah. You were talking to the other person. Okay, got it. Lulu says, I think if you go out any day in Seoul, you will hit a birthday celebration. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, and just my luck today. Crazy. Yeah. Joey says, I'll come back and rewatch. No worries. Okay. See you later, you too. And don't be sad. It happens. It's okay. But hopefully you maybe can catch the ending of this. I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah. So bye to Joey, or maybe we'll see her later. Joey says, I'll probably just send you messages through Twitter. Okay, sure thing. Okay. You're welcome, buddy. You too, buddy. Okay, hello to anyone new here. Hello. Lulu says, I randomly found Wano just as you were randomly going. Wait, so you randomly found Wano, just like how I randomly found Tanjian. Is that what you're telling me? So wow. Are you kidding me? And Lulu says, yeah, Chinese fandoms are a whole different scary level. Yeah. Korean fandoms are also scary. Not to, not saying who's scarier, right? But yeah, I acknowledge the fandoms are, I acknowledge that. Yeah. Lulu says, perhaps you can go to his concert. So just thinking about it makes me sad. But let me tell you why. So Lulu says perhaps you can go to his concert in Taiwan. Maybe he will go to Seoul. Okay, so here's the thing, girlfriend. He has done his first solo concert in 2024, and he only did it in China, which is understandable. His main fan base is in China. It's understandable. But he has yet to do a concert outside of China, and that's okay. All right, that's okay. So, who knows if he wants to branch out to other countries, but I know his fans are not a lot in other countries compared to China. But the thing is, his Chinese fans could go to those other countries if they want. But I understand if he doesn't think it's worth doing concerts in other countries, and that's okay. So it's a higher possibility I fly to China to see his concert, but it's okay. I don't mind going to China. I went to China this past May, as you guys know, but I don't know if I really want to go to China again. But for my first concert of JCT, yeah, I think I would go. I think I would, but we have to wait and see. You know, first, if he's going to any other country, because it's really difficult for me to go to China, as you guys know. So if he can go to any other country where I don't need a visa, I would love to see him perform in that country instead. But if I have to go to China, yeah, I might go. So let's wait and see. All right, let's wait and see. But for now, he's gonna be busy as his acting job more than a concert. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe, yeah, I would not oppose to going to Taiwan, girlfriend. Of course not, okay? And then maybe, if not Taiwan, he could also maybe go to Hong Kong or Singapore or what else? No, I think those are like the most common after China, right? Yeah. So any of those countries, I do not need a visa, right? So if he goes to any of those countries, would be nice. But Korea would be best. I wish, but higher chance, yeah, those other countries, right? I don't know. Yeah. Let's wait and see. Yeah. Lulu says, how do you spell his name? Okay. Tan, Tan, and then Jian Ci. But you figured out his name before. So but Jian Ci is Jianci. Yeah. I remember you spelled his name correctly before, but if you forgot, it's okay. Okay. And then Lulu says, maybe I can get my nephew to get more details. What are you talking about? Are you saying, like, is what your nephew works with him? What are you talking about? Okay. You found him. Yeah. That's his name. You're feeling those Chinese ballad singers. I know. He sings ballads beautifully. I can't handle it. But not only that, he also has a lot of pop songs, like Chinese pop songs, and they're also really good. And he's really good at dancing. And so he's just, there's nothing he can't do. He's so talented. And so, yes, but I think his ballads are the best. And then his pop songs are not bad, but he, it's just so beautiful. Just everything he does is so beautiful. Okay, hello. Lulu says, wow, you are so smitten. I know, right? But keep in mind, it's only been 3 months, okay? So who knows down the line, all right? I think it's just because it's still new, all right? So let's, who knows? Okay. And then Gian is not the ex-boyfriend. No. Okay. No one is an ex-boyfriend. I still like all of them. All right. I still like everyone. Just for right now, I like this guy. All right. For now, I like him, but he doesn't replace anyone. All right. So if by chance these singers find my YouTube channel, I hope not, but I always have suspicion. But anyways, no one is being replaced. I like everyone, which is terrible. I know. I usually don't like liking a lot of people, but I like everyone. But for now, Tan Jianci is the main person, but I still like everyone. I feel like I'm cheating. I know I feel like it, but just, my feelings will come and go, all right? This is not permanent. We just have to wait and see later. Okay, hello again. Okay, so yeah, I am quite an emotional person, and so yeah, you say the truth. Yes. Yes, China is not as intimidating as it once was to travel. You are correct, Lulu. As the visas are now easier. As I said, that transit visa, even though I went through a lot, but it's gotten easier compared to a couple years ago. Yeah, so I could go to China. I already experienced it, but excuse me, but it's not easy. But at least easier than before. Yes, yes. Your nephew, that's right. He's living in Foshan. That's right. I remember that. But yeah, I wasn't sure what you mean by like he can help you or like, you know, is he friends with Tan Jianci? Of course not. Okay, but anyways, no. Okay, just but I like telling people that I like him because I'm like, hey, if Tan Jianci, if you come across him, like let me know. I mean, not in person, but like my customers in Singapore, she showed me one of his ads in Singapore, and I'm like, oh. So I'm like, oh, you know, thank you for thinking of me. So you know, I like things like that because I can't see him in Korea, you know, and so I was just like, oh. So I'm glad to know he has ads in Singapore too. I saw one of his ads at the Hong Kong airport, and so I'm just like, oh. This is the only time I can see his ads, but it's okay. And so, you know, but sometimes I think it's good he's not in Korea because I think it would just be too overwhelming for me. I think so it's kind of nice, you know. I'm in a country where like I don't get exposure from him in some sense. I don't know. I just try to think of it positively, that, you know, it would be a bit too overwhelming for me, and so I'm quite okay. But if I were in China or those other countries, I would have easier access. Oh my gosh, my battery gave me a warning. Okay. So I would have easier access of Tan Jianci stuff, right? But it's okay. It's okay. Okay, anyways, I gotta go, guys. Okay. Hello, so hello. I am not in China. I'm currently in South Korea. Welcome. You are from the Philippines. Welcome. I am Asian. I'm Asian. Okay. But I gotta go soon. Okay, so let's go. Yes, TJC technically, yeah, but he goes by JCT, yeah, but either way, I know who you're talking about. So did the song, yeah, he sang 3 songs in the drama Lost You Forever. 3 songs in, anyways, yeah, I'll talk about that next time. Okay. Lulu says you are a total multi-stan fan. I know. All my K-pop guys, and now add in a new Chinese guy. It's ridiculous. I know. It's okay. It happens. What can we do? Okay. Hello again. Hello. Yeah, so Tan Jianci is a new brand ambassador for Atelier Cologne. Is that how you pronounce it? Yes, I am aware of that. But good for him. He's all the brands like him, and he's making all that money, right? Doesn't he make a lot of money from that? So good for him. But yeah, he does that cologne, and he also does I'll just say the more popular brands that he has. He's also in the band, and he works with Crocs. He works with Michael Kors, Fendi, the watch company Rado. I don't know what exactly are they, but it's called Hogan is something and then who else? I know there's more. Like I said, it's like 25 to 30. But he does a lot of Chinese brands. So yeah, a lot of Chinese brands. Like he does one for his favorite food that's called Lo Su Fan, but the brand name is called something. Sprite. He freaking, I don't know how, but it's Sprite. Okay, so he does it for Sprite. and then I heard recently he's doing something with milk and bread. He's just covering everything. Okay, and then he has like fancy dishware. I forgot the name of it, but it's some kind of fancy dishware. And he does cosmetics. So like there's lots of Chinese cosmetics he does. Good for him. Okay, so anyways, he's fine, right? You don't have to worry about I'm talking to myself. We don't have to worry about him, you know, not being successful. He's very, 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 very successful. And so I'm really happy for him. And let's go. All right, let's go. My battery is let's go. Okay. Okay, I will call you Adi for short. Hello again. And Rado, yeah, I just mentioned. Yeah. Okay. You have a sister that also loves Tan Jianci, JCT. Okay, I'm currently a big fan of his since 3 months ago, but I'll talk about that more next time. And so why do you need this? Okay, your sister is a fan, but are you a fan? Okay. So I like a lot of K-pop singers, but this is the first time I like a Chinese actor singer. Okay, so I will wait just 30 more seconds and then I will go. So as always, thank you for joining, and to all my buddies, thanks you guys. As always, be safe, be healthy. What else do I say? Just be safe, be healthy, take care, good day, good night. Don't worry. Be happy, stay happy. Yeah, that's from Juhan. Okay, but yeah, I don't know when I can do another stream, but I'll try. Okay, I'll try. Okay, for the next updates, and also talking about other things that I couldn't talk about here. Okay. As always, thanks you guys. Okay, until next time. Bye.